Hello everyone, I'm Master 11 and welcome to, or I guess welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club! This is the original game, which is a horror graphic novel game, and it was known as the best psychological horror game of 2017. And now I'll be replaying through this game on the channel. Yes, I will be replaying through Doki Doki Literature Club. And I know what some of you may have been thinking. Is he going to do the voices again? Is he going to do the voices again? How is he going to format this playthrough? Well, for these episodes, I plan to make them at least an hour in length. For this one, maybe it won't be an hour, but it still will be a good bit of time for this first episode in this series. And yes, I will be bringing back the voices, and they'll be loud and clear this time. Unlike the muffled earbud audio from the OG series, this one will have proper audio. And I've also been thinking about how I want to do this, and I might be using a face cam. I might be, who knows? But also, just little just heads up. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I mean, yeah, anyone disturbing this, don't play, don't watch the series. If you don't want to be, if you somehow in the last 8 years have not watched any videos on this game, have not played it yourself, please, if you don't want to be spoiled, do not watch on. And if you are easily disturbed, don't watch on. I do not recommend. Anyhow, let's go and click I agree and get started with our playthrough on this game. Which is, again, the OG Doki Doki Literature Club. Not a mod. No, not a mod. Nothing like that. Yes, this is the OG game. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Just, yeah. It's been a while since I've seen this screen. Honestly. And I will go ahead and say, yes, I'll be using face cam. Because why not? I may as well. I'll be playing this as if I'm giving my own reactions to this. So I guess we'll see how this goes. But, yeah. Interested to see how this playthrough goes. And actually, give me a second. Okay, it may look a bit more purple in the background. Okay. It may look a little bit more purple than pink, but I tried, okay? I tried to change the atmosphere. And apparently, my phone app does not want to cooperate. So, I have to deal with the purple in the background. There's no pink, unfortunately. I literally made it pink. It's literally pink. It's just showing us purple. I don't know why. But either way, yes, this will be a face cam series. Because why the frickety flip not? And let's get into this freaking video game, shall we? And oh, I did not mean to click on load game. Crap. No, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I guess I have to enter my name now. Okay, it's Austin. Let's go ahead and begin this series. This is gonna be crazy because remember, this game is if you are easily disturbed, do not watch on. If you are easily disturbed, do not watch on, because there's some graphic scenes. I don't know whether I'm looking forward to this series or if I'm not looking forward to it, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this series or not, because it's just, there's definitely some graphic scenes with the music. The music for this game, I miss it so, this is gonna be an emotional roller coaster for a playthrough. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me change the settings real quick. Text speed, let's move that puppy up. Now, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle her to the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Now again, I have not played this game since the original playthrough, so yeah, I haven't played this game since the original playthrough, so bear with me if I forget certain things. Just bear with me. I might have blind reactions to some of this, because I don't remember a lot of this.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Austin.
Well, people are staring at you acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross straight together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Austin, have you signed a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. It looks already a little too much about me. When I'm perfectly content, perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I literally play video games and watch anime in my free time, so can't blame you there.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, I'll look at a few clothes that makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Would I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, as it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori. Sayori wants to go in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but
Excuse me.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, you come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Maybe.
Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and that's gave me cookies and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell Sora is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
She really wants us to join this damn club. I mean, it's in every mod. We join literature club, and like Sura's our best friend, and you know, our lover is like Monica, so yeah. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly fell straight across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the members here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Awesome, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, this is the moment where things should go haywire. Incredibly cute girls. True, we got one brunette. We got one pink haired tsundere girl, and then we got the purple haired calm girl who is shy. So yeah, great stuff.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. Girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You just ignore her when she gets moody.
Says something quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Is that the you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's good to see you again, Austin. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Yeah. References to Doki Doki Within. And Doki Doki Within was my last DDLC playthrough. This is gonna be my maybe penultimate, maybe third to last. I don't know, honestly. This might be my penultimate playthrough on Doki Doki Literature on the Doki Doki game, but I will play the Doki Doki mods, probably just a couple more until I call it. But yeah, I don't plan on playing every Doki Doki mod there is. This is not a Doki Doki channel. While I love playing Doki Doki games, don't expect me to play all the mods out there. Don't expect that. Just don't. Mocha's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me just so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Austin. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then I'm going to make some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Fancy cupcakes.
So cute!
I know that you're so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Oh my god. Bro was just analyzing the cupcake. Natsuki's quiet. I can help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You give a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't just tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity about how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Now people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Austin, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm gonna quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, to a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri cheers the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. I was afraid Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki just darted over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, usually it's to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Look at the piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud and give that back!
Fine.
Hey, your cupcakes are poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
She stops behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same for Yuri.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Austin? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, and there's still one problem.
And what's that?
Now that we're back to the original talking me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Someone may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Austin, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. bro is a yandere or like a sundere or something. He's like, if I need to write poems and read books just to spend every moment with these girls, then you know what? I will. Just spend every moment with these girls, I will. Why not? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
She wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, it's gonna be for a moment.
If they just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Of course you would, Natsuki, because of course you would. Because of course. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Mom looks over at me once more. Austin, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Austin, since we're already here, do you want to welcome together? That's right, Sarah and I never welcome together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
And yeah, this is going to be a relatively short playthrough. If I record this like for an hour every episode, then it's definitely going to be a shorter series. Because I mean, this game is not long in the slightest. With that too, let's depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Maybe Monica. I mean, we can't go closer with Monica. She doesn't have a route in this game, unfortunately. But hey, Doki Doki Within gives us that route that we never got. Doki Doki Within gives us that route. World of Dreams gives us that route. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for Monica. I've said this before, but if you haven't watched my previous Doki Doki videos, I am a sucker for Monica. I love Monica. She is the best Doki. She is the best Doki. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says, okay? She's my favorite Doki. Monica is the best girl. Monica is the best girl. Just saying that. I want to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I guess that is very true. So, yeah, it's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, yes, basically, in this game, you write, I mean, it's been out for 8 years. If you don't already know, you write poems for the girls, and you can choose certain words to appeal to them. Certain words appeal to certain girls, and, well, I want to try and show off. I want to try and show off all the routes. So I'm gonna try and figure this out. So, give me a second, actually. Okay, so I know what words to use for Natsuki. I don't want to mess this up whatsoever. So, nibble is Natsuki, and of these words, dude, I don't even know, dude. Like, I don't know. S words? Oh. Socks is Natsuki. Fear playground. Ah. So playground is Natsuki. Okay. Crimson holiday. I'm starting to Google this, guys. I want to make sure that I get this. I want to make sure that I get it. Clumsy. Fireflies. Looks like there are a ton of certain words, which is not good. It'd be fun, dude. There's like this is bad. This is really bad because there's like no words that are for her. Oof. Oh wait, whirlwind. Whirlwind is not her. Okay, maybe holiday. Maybe holiday. Blanket. Oh, blanket. That's Natsuki. Oh. Broken is not her. Silly, maybe. Doki Doki is her. Okay. I don't want to screw it up. Okay, guys. I really don't want to screw it up. I don't want to screw it. This is going to take so long. I'll see you guys. Yeah. I guess I will just see you guys once I get this down. Okay. After going through all the words and carefully selecting each one for Natsuki's route, because again, I want to show off all the girls, because series route's guaranteed. I'm pretty sure Yuri is guaranteed as well, but I want to write poems for Natsuki because at least that way we can get the secret girl death or ending, which is literally Natsuki. It's literally Natsuki. So let's go and select anger. That's our final word. Every last word was words for Natsuki, so it works out. Hi, yeah, Natsuki got to see you didn't run away down this. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Austin. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I mean, you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. You know, I got to do the voices. I gotta bring back the voices. Oh, come on. Like it deserves any slack. You don't think I deserve any slack? Goddamn. You told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's because you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's Commander's stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! So defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys, Austin always gives his best as long as you're having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Heh. You're two really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Austin can become good friends too. Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. It might sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a story, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. But this is... How is the girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. You're right, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, well you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Harry's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I wonder why. I wonder why Natsuki's rummaging through the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed at something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for someone in there? Freaking Monica, I should have put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection together if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and splits the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It is a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Austin. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
And why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So what should I expect from this?
Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. All that beginning is just simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into other backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
What? That gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. Ayasa explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Yeah, the artwork in the Doki Doki game, in this game, in the mods, the artwork is so good. It's so freaking good. And I was gonna say something earlier, but I kind of forgot what it was, so yeah. Oh well at this point. Actually, no, it's about them being in the closet, and I'm literally in my own, like, I can even, I'm literally in my own closet. Like, I record these videos in my closet. So, yeah, these are recorded in my closet. Like, I'm sure you guys heard that at my door. I could show you. I literally record in my closet. So, it's so much fun. My cat's just outside in my room, outside my closet, just in my room, sitting on a chair, but yeah. So yeah, it's where I record is my closet. If you didn't already know, I record in my closet. Now you know. Fun fact about me, now you know. Now... Okay. I guess she doesn't really care to come and say hi, especially to the camera. My cat just doesn't care. Either way. Read around for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple charges by this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You know?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Ah, sorry.
Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes someone punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Wait, was that... That was not...
I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Said Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing.
Hey, I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry.
I just didn't make sure we have enough time.
They do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sets herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the bucket and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put myself and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something as so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sarah's is on a wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Share your poem to you first. I don't know, to be honest. Okay. Sorry guys, I just spaced out there for a second. My god. Spaced out there hardcore for a second. I noticed something weird going on with the audio. The bars just, yeah, it was very weird. I was making sure everything's okay, but yeah, okay. I guess let's share with Natsuki since we wrote it for her. Natsuki was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably fair if I shared with her first. Probably.
Okay, let's start with things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I read this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I don't know if you feel more comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
A little bit more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't say anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said the most I did myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, yeah, it's not horrible, it's not bad.
Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your insight wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. That's why I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more right on the wordplay. Like I said for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. I always bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Fair enough. Let's share. I guess I'll have to go in order and go with Sayori next, because why not?
This is a good poem. I was not sure it's your first time.
Of course, it's not that good. You're that kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that just say you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, as like I said before, Austin, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. But then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poems too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Interesting last line, Sayori. And also the music is nice. The music is excuse me. The music is nice. I can't lie. The music is definitely quite nice. I want breakfast. Really, Sayori? Really, Sayori? Just really? Did you just Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. and write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess that's a little sign that Monica is up to no good, that she's messing with the game. Because, I mean, we know from this game that Monica messes with the girl, she messes with the entire game, and things go haywire. We know that. And that's a little hint of Sayori saying that. She's like, Monica's the best. Well, yeah, Monica might be messing with things a little bit. So, yeah. Let's go and talk to Yuri next, and then Monica will be last. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time reading a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No, that just raised my voice. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your buries her face in her hands. I can help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and I went through them myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's nothing we can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all goes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Why should we talking about people like that? Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind read your poem now? Please do. Okay, it's my dream light. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? True. Ghost under the light. God, it's hard to read. For me, it's hard to read cursive. I cannot read cursive for the life of me. I don't like reading cursive. I can't read cursive. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blur, green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Wow, fascinating poem. I'm sorry, such double handwriting. What? I was thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read scripture very often. I just think your handwriting is pretty. That's relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Oh, actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Austin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, that's what you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. True. You usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, last but definitely not least, Monica. She is the most, in my opinion. She's the most, in my opinion. I love Monica, dude. She's the best Doki. Gotta love her. Hi, Austin. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanna share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Austin. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Austin. Really? It's luckier than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too.
so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. These ones can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. We probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to write about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Wow. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Interesting poem. It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. The other kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across from Sir Monica are happily chatting. Maislin and Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Terry liked it, and Austin did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Okay, Yuri.
It's like my poem too, you know?
He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't know you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Austin appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours.
Huh? And I know you didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself?
Oh, brother. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go to my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as I started showing.
Jesus! Oh my God, Natsuki! A little fart, don't you? Gee, a little fart, don't you? Thank God damn.
Oh, Natsuki, that's a little. Doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
So they both go towards me. Oh, jeez. Make me look bad.
That's not true. She started. If she grew up herself and learned to appreciate that simple ring is more effective, This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your own poems all convoluted for no reason? The me should jump out right at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Austin. Well, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Austin? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, Natsuki, you're really talented. But I think that I recommend an attempt to back myself up. And the conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's nuts. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glanced over my shoulder. Sarah's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters out barely audible. Yuri? He looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean it didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Austin. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Maybe if they'll stop staring at once you're done yapping, once you're done getting your point across. So Monica look away. Oh my god. Just wow. Think about your boob. Think about your chest. I mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. You're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori! I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready to try the poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Austin. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining this atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How's it about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome, in that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I did myself with newfound determination. Austin, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. It sure has been a while since Sarah and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sarah, how about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, with Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew, you know, Austin says I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's, everything's gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sarah still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. And back to poem writing, okay. I'll see you guys once I get all the words. Okay, went through all the words, and final one is sticky, and that is it for our second poem for Natsuki. And well, before we get any further, I'm going to end off this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Compared to the original series, this is going to be different because, of course, well, you know,
best face cam, better audio, everything. Hope you guys look forward to this series, Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm very excited for this series myself. I hope you guys look forward to this playthrough. And yeah, we'll see how things go. I don't know how often I'll upload this, but we'll find out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see me, and if you want to see me continue playing this game, be sure to subscribe. If you want to see other gaming content from me as well, be sure to subscribe. Make that red button gray down below. Even if you are subbed, just check below. You might not even know that you're not subbed. And click on that bell, click on all, so that you're notified whenever I post videos from my content. See you on next time, Doki Doki Literature Club, and continue writing poems and see how things go. See you on next time, Doki Doki Literature Club. Peace out.